Hi there. So a user on Reddit was asking a question about buying a cabinet that had a X-Men versus Street Fighter board in it, and if they would be able to convert it to a Marvel versus Capcom. And getting in the middle of that discussion, I was prepared to start taking a lot of pictures and write down a detailed explanation of how you would do that. And then I decided that making a video would be a whole lot simpler. So here we are. What I have on the left here is a Dynamo cabinet that is actually very similar to the one that the person is considering purchasing. The one they're considering purchasing is a bit larger and taller, but it has the same type of design in the sense that the control panel unlocks and slides out on a drawer from the front. And on the right hand side, I've got what's called a Capcom Big Blue cabinet, and that's what's got my Marvel vs. Capcom in it. And one of the things that I want to explain is the concept that's known as JAMMA. And JAMMA is a standard that came out to make life easier for the arcade operators, because shipping large games like in cabinets like this was expensive. But if they could just release a kit that would just have the game board in it and some artwork, they wouldn't have to do an entire cabinet. And so they came out with this JAMMA harness. And what this does is basically any game that adheres to this standard is pretty much just plug and play. Now, the game that he is interested in getting is going to look like this. This is a Marvel Superheroes, but the X-Men versus Street Fighter comes in a case just like this. And if you look, I'm sorry the lighting is bad in here, I don't have everything turned on, but it has that same JAMMA Edge connector on there. This is an original Street Fighter 2. And it also has a JAMMA connector. And this is a Tekken. Actually, this is Tekken 2. And it's got an edge connector on it that's JAMMA. And it's actually really simple. If I put this on my tripod, what I'm going to do is, just for a moment, I'm gonna pull this JAMMA connector off, and I'm gonna plug in this board. And you might not have heard it, it just said good morning, and that's what the original Tekkens would do when they first boot up. But now I've got Tekken 2 running on this cabinet. If I take it off, I can take this Marvel Superheroes, and oops, there we go. I plug him in. Now we're running Marvel Superheroes. So the nice thing about the JAMMA standard is everything that's in the cabinet in relation to power, video, controls, on-off switch, things like that, are all hooked up into this harness. Next, what I'm going to show you is what's in the back of this Big Blue. Now, I went ahead and I took the door off the back of this. Apparently I stopped recording when I took the camera off the tripod, so I had to come back down and record this part again. This is the back of the Big Blue cabinet, and this is running a Naomi system. Now, Naomi was made by Sega, and it's basically like an arcade console, and this is the cartridge that actually runs the game. Now, the difference between this and the other boards is that this has to require an adapter, which is this thing right here. And what that does is it makes the Naomi board JAMMA compatible. So everything that's coming out of the Naomi board is going to go into that guy, and that guy plugs into the cabinet, which provides the video and audio controls and everything else that's going on. But that's basically it. If you do buy the Dynamo cabinet that has the existing Capcom board in it, all you're going to have to do is unscrew it and take it out, and you're going to need to get one of these and one of those and plug it all in, and you're done. You're ready to go.